Alright, hey guys, this is Chad from Blog. I'm Stick. And today I just wanted to show you the ZPacks flat tarp I just got. Just a couple of days ago I did an unboxing of it. Haven't really had a whole lot of opportunity to come outside and play with it a lot, just simply because of the weather. It's been constantly raining. The temperature's dropped. Right now it's about 33 degrees out here, and I know you can't see it, but there's actually very, very small pieces of snow falling, so that's pretty cool. This is technically our first snow of the year. Anyway, I just wanted to show you the tarp that I got and kind of explain it just a little bit. The tarp is actually a 6.5, 6.5 feet wide, and it's 10 feet long. So you can see there, it's got plenty of length to it. And then the 6.5 feet is, I'm hoping it's going to be enough for one person. I have an 8 by 10 tarp, and I find that it's enough for 2 people, so I thought that going with the 6.5 foot wide would be a little bit better option for just one person. My main intentions for this tarp is pitching it in the A-frame, such as what you see here, as well as in a half pyramid pitch on occasion, just depending on the weather. And there are a couple of things that I did different to the tarp. First off, when I got it, I asked them to put just 8 regular tie-outs, and I'm sorry, I hope you can hear this. The wind's blowing kind of good out here right now. But anyway, I asked for 8 tie-outs, of course, 4, 1 on each corner, 1 on each ridge line, and then 1 in the center of each long side. And then I asked for 2 extra tie-outs. I asked them to put a panel pull-out 1 on each panel. See it right there. And then I also asked, I added 4 adhesive patches to the cart. And you can see I've added 1 adhesive patch right here. I've added another adhesive patch right there. And the reason I did that is because this is actually my CloudKilt on the back of the tent here. And it's closing in the back of the tent. All I did was I've got some mini beaners. You see there? I just attached the mini beaner to a little loop that comes on the CloudKilt, and that attaches to the tie-out on the tarp. I did that on each side. Here's this side over here. And then the top of the tie-out, this is actually the cinch cord for the CloudKilt. It just kind of loops around the top of the trekking pole to hold it in place. And then the corners up here, didn't do a real good job, but I added some extra tie-outs, and that's what's actually holding it in place up here. I thought about putting the flaps on the inside, but then I was thinking if rain comes from the back, then it might still come between the tarp and the CloudKilt. So I felt the best option would be to put the flaps on the outside. The only thing is I think I'm going to have to make sure I pitch it to where the wind is hitting it from the back rather than the front, because I don't really want to put a whole lot of tension or stress on these tie-outs here. These are not reinforced, they're just taped. So I don't want wind blowing in under here a whole lot if I can help it. Right now, the wind is actually coming towards this side and towards the back. So that's one reason why you can tell I have this side pitched to the ground almost in the center, and then it's just a little bit elevated on the ends. So let a little bit of air come through so that some air can circulate. And then this side, you can see I have this side pitched a little bit higher. And that's because the air is coming from the other side, so this is kind of my escape side. Now I want to say this is just a rough pitch. I just came out here, my fingers are cold. I just put it up so I could play with it just a little bit. I'm toying with the notion of leaving it up and maybe sleeping in it tonight. To be honest, I don't know, because I got a warm bed right inside. But anyway, that's that. Now also, you'll see that I only have this center pull-out guide out, and I don't have that one. And the reason being is because since the wind's blowing against this side, it would actually push the tarp in just a little bit. So I'm kind of got just a little bit of tension on that, and kind of keeping the inside or the side of the tarp pulled out away from me. Now if we look at the inside here, this is actually the MLD Bug Bivy that I recently got. Picked it up used from a guy over on White Blaze, brand new condition. And you can see how the bottom of the tarp, or the back of the tarp, has got that boxed in area. That makes it really nice because this actually blocks a lot of wind doing this. And also, I don't know if you can tell, but There's easily about 2.5 to 3 foot of room between the end of my tarp, the end of my bug bivy, to right here at the trekking pole. So I'm able to really scoot pretty far on back into the tarp. Gives me a lot of room up here just in case wind or something changes direction. I should still be pretty much protected from any kind of elements. And then you can see I put the other two guy outs. There's one there, and I've got another guy out back in the back that's holding up the bug bivy. So I have two along the ridge lines on the inside. I'm still trying out this whole system. Also, in case you're curious, that's my Thermarest Neo Air X-Lite. It's the large size, so it really fills up the inside of that bug bivy. And my Marmot Helium and my Cocoon ultralight down pillow. And then this is my also new Sunto Core. I just brought it outside a while ago, so the temperature still went down. It's down to 38 now, but it hadn't been out here a couple of minutes. But anyway, you can see the wind's blowing right now. You can see it's kind of pushing this wall out just a little bit, because as it comes in, it's pushing that wall out. So I don't need to guy out that side of the tent, because naturally the wind is going to help guy that side out. But this side is staying pulled away, so it gives me plenty of room. Now I want to say that this is kind of in storm mode, is what I would have it. Of course, if it wasn't windy or rainy or anything like that, I could pitch it a little bit higher up. I can sit down in here, but whenever I do at this height, my head is just touching the top of the tarp, the ridge line. And then if I sit on top of the bug bivy, my head is well into the top of the tarp. So it does take a little finagling to get in and out, but it works, and it's a lot more room than I have in some of my other tarps, such as my Go Light Poncho tarp. But anyway, this is the ZPacks 6x5 by 10. On the scale, the tarp by itself weighs 5.5 ounces. After I added in the four patches, and even on each of these patches on the outside pull out, I've just got some 3/32 shock cord with a mitten hook attached to the end, and that's what attaches the CloudKilt. But with these cords, the mitten hooks, the patches, 2 patches on the inside, stuff sack, it weighs 5.8 ounces. That's not too bad for a 6.5 by 10 tarp. And then of course, depending on what guy line and stuff I use with it, the guy line that I have here, this is the Light Trail G line. You can see here, it may not come into focus real good. But anyway, this is some super thin guy line. However, it's stiff, it's Dyneema. So it holds the knot good. You can see I just use, if it'll focus, all I use is adjustable knots. I don't really use cord locks or anything like, or line locks or anything like that. But this line does really well. I will say that in the wintertime, if your hands are real cold, it might be a little bit of a pain to mess with, trying to tie the knots and stuff. So there's that. But otherwise, I really like it. I've got 50 foot here. I took 50 foot. I cut 4 pieces that are 8 feet long. I cut 4 pieces that are 4 feet long. And the cord altogether weighs 0.5 ounces. So if you add that in with the tarp, the 0.5 plus 5.8 is 6.3 ounces. Not too bad. And looks like some of the, you can see some of the, I think it's a mixture of sleet and snow. That's pretty cool. But anyway, guys, I just kind of wanted to show that off a little bit, show one of the pitches I'm going to be using it in. I'm planning on taking this with me on a hike in a couple of weeks. Me and a couple of friends are going to go up and hike just along the AT in Georgia. And I think I'm going to take this with me and give it a go. Just depends on the weather. If I'm expecting real bad weather, I may just go ahead and bring my Hexamid, because I'm still playing with this, still trying to learn it, and I don't think with the weather and the conditions, I don't think I'm going to have a whole lot of opportunity to play with it before then. So I'm just going to have to see how it goes. One other thing I do want to point out is this. I have no idea how this is in there, but that's actually a piece of paper. Now I'm not sure if it's between the because I've tried to peel it off from the outside, and I've tried to peel it off from the inside, but I can't do it. So I'm thinking that that's actually a piece of paper stuck between the Mylar layers that make up the tarp. I don't think it's going to be an issue because it's just right in the middle of the tarp. There's nothing there. There's no seams or anything. That's why I'm thinking it's between the Mylar sheets. So I don't think it's really going to affect anything. But I probably will go ahead and point this out and let them know, just in case if something does happen along the line, that they won't think that it's something that I did. I've just never seen anything like that. But anyway, that's it, guys. I appreciate you watching, and I look forward to taking this thing out and using it and getting to know it a little bit better. I really think that, especially once I get familiar with it, I think it's going to be a really good investment because flat tarp has so many different possibilities. See that there. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you watching. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to post them at the bottom of this post or this video, and I'll do my best to get back to you and answer those questions or reply to those comments. And I guess I'll see you later, guys. Have a good Happy New Year's. See ya.